Hey there, I'm Jacqueline. Hi, nice to see you all. I hope that we are actually live and that you can see me and hear me. I'm a few minutes late because I'm trying out a new camera. So I'm hoping that you can all see me and hear me. If you can see me and hear me okay, can you just put something in the comments and just say that you can hear me, that you can see me, that we're actually live. So I'm just going to, until I'm sure that you guys can actually see me, I'm just checking. I've got a friend. Okay, great. She says that she can see me and hear me. I always like to check because I have had some times when I have tried to do a Facebook Live and I talked and talked and talked and then realized that for some reason it was not working, and so I was just kind of talking to myself for like, I don't know, 5 or 10 minutes. So that's good. I think we are good. So, hello. It is Monday. Now, I have normally, for the last couple weeks, I've been doing Facebook Lives on Tuesdays. I thought I would try to do it a day early on Monday, because what I like to do is, once the Facebook Live is over, because we have some people who aren't on Facebook, and then we have other people who don't see it live, they see the replay later. What I do is I download it and I put it on YouTube. That way people can watch the replay on YouTube if they want to, especially for those people who are not on Facebook. So I'm going to do it on Monday this week so that I have plenty of time tonight to get it downloaded and put up on YouTube. And then what I'll do is I'll put it in my newsletter tomorrow. If you are not on my newsletter list, make sure that you are. You just go to JacquelineSteeves.com, and I'll put the address in the description afterwards. And make sure that you are on our newsletter list, because that is where we announce all kinds of things like new sew-alongs, which we're going to be talking about today, when we have sales, when we have fun and interesting things going on. Sometimes it's like tips or tutorials. All those things get in our newsletter. So again, I will put that link in the description to this video after we're done. If you're on the newsletter list and you're not getting our emails, check your spam folder, check your Gmail promotions folder, you know, all those fun things. Put us on your safe sender list. If you still are not getting them, then just drop us an email, comments@JacquelineSteeves.com. We'll look up your email address. Don't put it here in the comments. Comments tend to get lost in Facebook. Send us an email. I'll put the link in the description, and that way we can look up your email address and see what's going on, and see if we can find you in our system. So, one more thing I wanted to say. I did a Facebook Live last week. Not a lot of people saw it live, and I think probably a big reason for that is Facebook. The more comments and likes you have on a Facebook Live, or any post for that matter, Facebook will show it to more people. And so if you're sitting and enjoying this Facebook Live, but you're not commenting and you're not hitting the like button, Facebook thinks that people aren't really interested in what's going on, and so they don't show it to other people. So, excuse me, so make sure that you are commenting and liking just throughout the video so other people get a chance to see it. I'm going to grab a drink of water, because you know you always get a tickly throat when you're in the middle of trying to talk. Okay, that's better. Okay, so big announcement today. I have talked about this a little bit. I think I even showed you the sample. Today we are starting the sign-ups for our newest free sew-along, which is called Snowman and Silent Night. Yay! And again, I will put the link for the sign-up in the description when we're done here. So, if you have done any of our sew-alongs before, like our block of the month, you know how we normally do it is you sign up, puts you on our newsletter email list, a special list for that sew-along. If you're on just our main list, you're not automatically going to get the instructions for the sew-along, because we only send it to the people who told us that they're interested in doing that sew-along. We don't send it to everybody. So make sure you're on our special Snowman sew-along list, and then you're going to get all of the patterns emailed to you. Now, it's going to start, the first week is going to be September 20th. It's going to have 4 blocks and then the borders, so it's going to be 5 weeks total. So we're, instead of a block of the month, we're doing a block of the week. They're pretty easy blocks, so don't worry about it. And we actually have some ways to speed up your process too if you're interested in doing that. So again, I'm going to give you the link. You're going to sign up for it. And we don't have the fabric requirements all done yet, but I would say within a week we're going to send you another email with the fabric requirements, so you can go through your stash, you can go to the store or shop online and get all your fabrics to do this snowman quilt. So I think I have showed you this quilt before, but I'm going to show it to you again in case you're new. So this is our it's called Snowmen and Silent Night, and I will tell you why in just a minute. But it's 35.5 inches, so it's, you know, on the smaller side. I'm calling it a mini quilt. Now, I know some people, mini quilt to them is something that's like, you know, like this big. To me, a mini quilt is anything under 36 inches. This is 35.5, so it qualifies. So, here we go. Okay, so it's going to make a great wall hanging. You could use it as a table topper. You could kind of drape it on the back of the sofa, you know, like this. And have it draped on the back of the sofa. So I think you're going to really have fun making this. You can make one for yourself, make one for your friends, make them for gifts, because we are going to be doing this like I said, September 20th into like the beginning, mid-October. So you'll have, you should have plenty of time to get this done. The blocks are pretty simple. So I did mention that it's called Snowmen and Silent Night, and I'm going to tell you why. There are two versions of this quilt. There's the Snow Friends version, and there's the Silent Night version. Now, you can either do embroidery for the middle of your block. So here is one of my little embroidered snowmen. Isn't he cute? So you could do embroidery if you want, or and the embroidery patterns will be included in the pattern. So you sign up, you get your emails with the patterns, and you're going to get the block instructions and the embroidery patterns to embroider your snowmen if you want to. Hand embroidery, these are not machine embroidery, they're hand embroidery patterns. The other thing you can do, if you want, this is optional, you can buy our little pre-printed snowman panel. So this is the Snow Friends version. We've got a block that says Snow Friends are the best friends and Snow What Fun, and then a couple other little cute snowmen. So that's the Snow Friends version. And then we have the Silent Night version, which has a couple of the same snowmen, but then it also has blocks that say A Thrill of Hope and Silent Night, Holy Night. So you can either do embroidery. Your pattern is going to include both versions of this if you want to do the embroidery, or you can buy the panels. You'll just go to the website and choose which panel you want. So these are little fabric panels. Now, if you buy the fabric panels, you don't just get the fabric panel. You're also going to get, where did they go? These little cute, tiny little heart buttons. Can you see those? You're going to get 7 of them. So that gives you enough to do one quilt. So where they're going to go, and I haven't had a chance to sew them on here yet, but like the snowmen get little heart buttons here. Like if you could see on the panel, the hearts are drawn on, but then you would just put the little snowman button over that. You can put snowman buttons on this guy. You can put a little heart in the middle of your Holy Night. And then, where's the other one? Oh, this guy. This guy also gets buttons. So, buy the panels, and you also, it comes with the buttons. So you'll do a set, you pick your panel, which one you want, the Silent Night or the Snow Friends version, and then you're also going to get the packet of buttons to go with it, and so that's enough to do one quilt, the little package of buttons. Now, if you're doing embroidery and you're not going to get the panels, you can, if you want, just buy the buttons. So as you can see here, I haven't added my little buttons yet, because I always add my buttons, you know, after it's put together and quilted. It's much easier than adding the buttons beforehand. But so then my little buttons would go on my little embroidered snowman. So you can buy the buttons separately, okay? So I'm going to put the link to the sign up and the for the fabric panels and the buttons. I'm going to put that in the description when I'm done. Now, one more thing that we have, which goes with this, because we like everything to be coordinated. It's just cuter that way, don't you think? And plus, once I drew these snowmen, I'm like, I have to do more things with them because they're really cute. We have this quilt label panel, and it is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think it's 10 quilt labels of different sizes. And there's all different snowmen on them. And it says things like handmade with love, made just for you, sewn with love, created by, quilted with love. Okay, so that you can put on the back of, there it is. Put this on the back of your snowman quilt when it's done. Ta-da! Look how that coordinates. So cute. And then because you get 10 on the panel, obviously you're not going to put 10 labels on the back of just your one snowman quilt. I know we all have lots and lots of like, Christmas and winter themed projects that we make throughout the year. You're going to have plenty of little labels left over to put on any kind of, other project. This one with the hearts, actually, you could put that on just about any project. And the one with the bird, you could put on any project. And then we have like snowflakes and, so any kind of Christmas project or winter project that you're doing, you can use your quilt labels for that. So I just want to go to the comments really quick and see if anybody has any questions before I move on. Let's see. A lot of you are saying that you can see me and hear me. That's so good. I'm glad I wasn't talking to myself at the beginning. Let's see. Okay. Most people are just saying that they think that the snowmen are cute. And Catherine says she loves the quilting. Yes. So let me turn this over, see if you can see. My friend Danny, who I've talked about before, does phenomenal quilting. And it's nice she used the light colored thread on the black background, and look at how that quilting pops. I mean, isn't that fabulous? I mean, you could honestly, she does such a nice job. I could just turn this over, and I could actually just display the back of it, and it's almost as pretty as the front. It's really kind of amazing. So I'm real lucky that I have her do my quilting for me. Some of my quilting anyway. So that is, let's see, Bonnie says, I love the hand embroidery patterns, great stress reliever. That is true, Bonnie. I sit every night while I'm, like sitting, watching TV, watching a movie at night. I'm sitting there, I'm doing some sort of handwork, like, embroidery. Sometimes it's just binding, binding a quilt or something. But I feel like I have to have something to do. I would feel guilty if I was just sitting and watching TV. But, if I'm doing something useful while I'm watching TV, I don't feel bad about it at all. So that's one of the reasons I like hand embroidery. And speaking of handwork, I'll just show you really quick. Okay. So in the club, if you're a member of the Art of Home Club, this is our latest block that we're doing in our hand applique sew-along. And I'm just showing this because somebody mentioned, embroidery and handwork. But these are my 2 butterflies. Like I said, we're in the Art of Home Club, we are doing a mystery quilt, and we are learning how to do hand applique. Now, I will tell you in all honesty, hand applique has been like okay for me. Everybody's got their favorite thing. I happen to really like doing hand embroidery. Some people love to do cross stitch. Some people have other hand needlework type of things that they do. So, find the thing. If you try something and you don't like it, that's really okay. There are so many things, so many different techniques to choose from. Try it, see if you like it. I would say give it a good try, because sometimes you don't like doing things until you feel like you're kind of good at them, right? When you're beginning something and you feel like you're not very good at it, sometimes it's a little frustrating. It's not really enjoyable. That's how I am. I'm the kind of person that I'm like, if I can't do it really, really well, I don't want to do it at all. That's why I don't ski, guys, because I went skiing one time, and that was it. I never went back. I took off my skis. I walked down the mountain in tears, and I went to the lodge and I said, I'm never skiing again. And I didn't. So that's why I'm just saying, if you're like me and you're starting out with any kind of technique and you're not really great at it yet, practice a little bit. Give it a solid chance. And then if you decide that you don't like doing it, that's really okay. Like I said, there's so many things, so many different techniques that you can choose from. Just find something else to try. You will find something that you like doing, guaranteed. So, Art of Home Club, butterfly, that's our latest block in our mystery sew along. Okay, so that was kind of a detour, because really the theme, I thought the theme of this Facebook Live, since we were talking about snowmen, I think my camera's slipping. Hang on a second. I don't know. I'm using a new camera, and I'm a little not used to it. Okay. What was I saying? Oh, Christmas. The theme of this Facebook Live I thought would be Christmas, because we were talking about the snowman sew along. So I thought I would show you a couple of other Christmas themed things that we have in the shop. Now we're not going to have, for the snowman sew along, we are not going to have full kits. Honestly though, the fabrics, you only need a few fabrics. You need red, green, you need blue, like a wintry blue, you know, like a turquoise or a light blue or a sky blue or something like that. White, which everybody's got in their stash, like that's it. That's all you need. So that's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fabrics for this. So we're not doing kits. We just didn't have time to get them together. I think that you're not really going to have a lot of trouble finding fabrics that you can use for this. But what I wanted to show you was some fabrics that we do have in the shop that you might be interested in. You guys seem to love it when I unbundle my fat quarter bundles, so that's what I'm going to do. So the first one I wanted to show you, this is called Merry and Bright by Me and My Sister Designs. So this, look at this, it has snowmen on it. Snowmen, dots, little trees. That's like a peppermint stripe. That is really cute. There's some giant dots and some little dots. Let's see. Little reeds. Can you see that? Little reeds. Ooh, that's a really fun, pretty stripe. And then, you know, oh, wow. That is cute. Okay. Little red and white candy canes on a green background. Some more green big dots. Lots of, there's the reeds again. There's like a tree print. Okay, so this one is mostly reds and greens. So here's what I'm going to tell you about fat quarter bundles and our sew along. When I give you the fabric requirements for the sew along, it's going to be in yardage. In other words, half a yard of this, a yard of that. But that's because I only used 5 fabrics in this sample. If you have fat quarters, or you want to be able to use fat quarters, what you'll just do is, each of your blocks is going to be a little bit different. So, like, in this block, pull all of your blues from one fat quarter. You'll have plenty. Pull all of your reds from one of your red fat quarters. And then, you know, when you move on to the next block, you'll use different blues for this block and different reds from the fat quarter bundle. That's fine. It'll be a little bit more scrappy. And then you'll just need a little bit of yardage to do, you know, the borders. These borders are, I don't know, something around 30 inches. So you can use yardage for the borders. Honestly, if you don't mind piecing your borders, you could do the borders out of fat quarters. You'll just have to cut a couple of strips and then from the fat quarter, and then piece them together to make a longer strip. And you know, you could do that too. If you don't mind doing that, you can do that. So you can definitely make this scrappy. I mean, the rest of the borders, you know, it's just little checkers and things. So that's what I'm going to say about the fabric requirements. So even though the fabric requirements are going to be yardage, you could do a scrappy version of this using the fat quarter bundles. And that's another reason I wanted to show you the fat quarter bundles today. Just to give you an idea of how you could do that. So again, this first one that I showed you was me and my sister, and it doesn't have any of the blues in it or the black, but it does have a lot of really pretty reds and greens. And actually the reds and greens in it do go really nicely with the panel. So if you want to get the panel and the Merry & Bright Fat Quarter Bundle, you can do that, and then you'll just need to fill in with some blue and black and from your stash. There's even, look at that, there's a little white. Now I'm not sure, I'm not sure if that white would be enough to do the entire quilt. I'm just being honest. But there are other, you know, if you don't mind making it scrappy and mixing in some others, you could even pull some whites out of this if you wanted to, or just pull a white solid from your stash or from the local quilt shop to do that. Okay, so another one we have, this one, this is called Snowed In, and this one actually does have, look, it does have the blues, and it has the blacks, and it has the reds and the greens. So cute. The colors go really nicely. Let's see, it's got a little house with a chimney and snowmen. Ooh, that's a very pretty floral with poinsettias on it and pine cones. Ooh, snowflakes, perfect, really cute dot. Let's see, there's the dot with a blue and a blue and a green combined. There's that really pretty floral again. Ooh, that's a neat pattern. It's kind of like, sort of like a poinsettia in like a graphic repeat design. So that's very cool. There's a fun plaid. That's the green plaid. There's the little print with like little trucks and houses on it on the red background. Snowflakes on the red. Ooh, I didn't see this one before. Trees, little Christmas trees. That is real cute. There are some multicolored snowflakes on a white background. That's really, really pretty. It's got a little gray, a little bit of the gray, and then again, it's got some of the blacks. So this was called Snowed In. That's that Fat Quarter Bundle if you are interested in that. I will put the links in the description as soon as I'm done here so you can find it. Now this next one we have, this is called Farmhouse Christmas. Now these colors are a little bit more like country colors. They're a little bit more subdued, where the other ones I just showed you, the Merry & Bright and the Snowed In, were kind of a little bit bright. These are more subdued country traditional colors. So again, this is Farmhouse Christmas. And there is a beautiful red, like a burgundy red print with poinsettias on it. There's little holly leaves. Ooh, there's a fun kind of a buffalo check and then another plaid. So this has like a kind of a cabin / traditional country look to it. Look at these little stockings. Oh my gosh, they are cute. And there's snowflakes on a green background. There's more of the stockings on, that's a gray, almost black background. There's more of that really dark background. And then there's several prints. Ooh, that's pretty. Look at this one. Look at all the little different trees on it, like potted trees. And this really pretty floral on the light colored backgrounds. There's the stockings again. There's some little holly leaves. And there's those prints on the dark background again. So this is called Farmhouse Christmas. Now, like I said, it doesn't, I mean, it could go with the panel. The panel is a little bit brighter. The colors are a little brighter. But if you're doing the hand embroidery and you like more of a country look, with those more muted colors, you may really like this Fat Quarter Bundle called Farmhouse Christmas. And then we have, okay, this is fun. All right, I just got a weird message. So I'm hoping you guys can still see me and hear me. I don't know. Something weird just popped up on Facebook. Okay, finally. Okay, This, I want to specify, this is flannel. So the other ones were all regular quilting cottons. This is flannel. So this is called Gnome for Christmas. Gnomes are like crazy for the last year. Like, everybody loves gnomes, and I'm just seeing more and more of them. So if you are a fan of the gnomes, you may really like this. Look at this. Gnomes on a black background. Little Christmas presents on a black background. Ooh, I like the contrast of that. Look at those white snowflakes on the black background. That is really pretty. Just kind of a stripe print. There's the reds. More gnomes, Christmas presents on white, and then we've got the prints again on the green background. So again, this is Gnome for Christmas. These are flannels. So if you want to make something really comfy, cozy for Christmas, for the holidays, for winter, you may want to pick up some flannels. Maybe some Christmas stockings. This would be fun to do Christmas stockings with. So those are the Christmas winter themed fat quarter bundles that we have. Let's see. We have, this is a really pretty book. This is called Christmas Quilting. And as the name says, they're all Christmas themed projects. It's got 8 projects. There's a little, like a pinwheel quilt. There's one with like stars. So there are projects in here. Let me see if okay. There's a table runner with Christmas trees and stars. So there's a little bit of, oh, that's really pretty. That's really pretty. So there's a little bit of everything in here. There are applique quilts. There are pieced quilts. That you could use right into, all through winter, like into February. So this is a really cute little book called Christmas Quilting. You get 8 projects in this one. And finally, since we're talking Christmas, we do still have if you haven't seen them yet, the Fa La La kits. And we have 2 versions. We have the Christmas and the holiday. This is the Christmas with the scriptures on it, with the more of a religious theme on it, with things like God so loved the world and he will be called Emmanuel. And then we also have the holiday version, which has here, let me grab that. So the panel for this one would have like wreaths and holly and blocks that say Fa La La on them. So again, this is the Fa La La Christmas Table Runner Kit. Okay, I think I went through all of our Christmas related things that we have on the website. Let's see the comments. Catherine says she bought the gnome bundle a month or so ago, and they're really pretty. And then she also bought the book that I showed at the same time. Debbie says that, oh yes, the snowed in bundle, like this blue, is just perfect. It's a really good blue for the project. So I want to see if there's any other questions. Kimberly says she can't ski either. Oh, I'm so glad, Kimberly. I think there's a lot of us. In case you haven't noticed, I am not an athlete. Just not. My sports are more like quilting and thread related. So Karen says she loves the snowmen to embroider. So I think I don't see any specific questions. So again, if you joined us late, we are starting today the sign-ups for the Snowman and Silent Night sew-along, which is this really cute snowman quilts. You go to, I'm going to give you the link in a minute as soon as I get done here. You're going to go sign up, and then you're going to get an email every week starting September 20th with all the block instructions, with embroidery instructions, or if you don't want to do hand embroidery, we have the option to do, you can get the pre-printed fabric panels. They come in a couple different styles. We have the little buttons, and we have quilt labels that coordinate. So that's it. Okay, I think that's it. That's all I have for today. Thank you so much for showing up for this Facebook Live. I think the technology worked for me today. Yay! That's always It's always really nice when the technology works for you. It's a struggle sometimes. I'm not a techie person. So, okay, great. Everybody have a really great day, and I will talk to you guys later. If you have any questions, if you're watching the replay or you just think of a question later on, just put it in the comments and we'll check back later on and see if there's any questions and answer them. Okay, thanks. Bye-bye.